Snap on the way, fakes the handoff, looking left, pumps, fires deep. BJ Stewart across the middle, brings it in for the first down. BJ Stewart in the middle of several gold jerseys puts the Tigers in the red zone. A second is left on the clock. Hardin Simmons down to its final play. What will it be? Glenn back to pass, has time, steps up, and it's Munoz who forces the pressure, and it's intercepted by Casey Hampton, and the Tigers are gonna win it, and they are moving on to the next round of the NCAA playoffs. And everyone is ready. The kick is off, and here is BJ Stewart with the kickoff return. Finds some room, and he has not been touched yet. Past midfield, he is off and running. BJ Stewart is gonna make it for the touchdown. All the way he goes, the reigning SAA Offensive Player of the Week. How about a follow-up, starting the game with a kickoff return for a touchdown. It's almost like we're just starting now. Both teams missing field goals. Now's the real game. Tucker Horn back out there for the Tiger offense. He takes the snap, hands it off to Carmouche. And Carmouche pushes forward for a couple of yards on first down.
Yeah, and again, pretty decent penetration from that defensive line, but Carmouche with a nice move in the backfield. Gets a set in his feet, pushes off to that other side, and takes it for a couple yards on the left.
Carmouche, the senior from Cypress, Texas, who missed a lot of time last year with an ankle injury that he battled with, but Coach Urban thrilled with how he's come back this year. Horn this time, play action over the middle. Ryan Merrifield there for the catch and the first down.
Yeah, just a fantastic play design right there. Kind of a little bit of a delay on that handoff. It wasn't the hardest sold play action, and it looked like things were to come back to this near side of the field, and then all of a sudden Tucker Horn knew exactly where Ryan Merrifield was, breaking across the middle, hit him in stride, and a quick first down on this second drive of the game to the Tiger offense.
Carmouche gets the carry, goes to his right this time, and the Wheaton defense swarms to the line of scrimmage. Not much yardage gained there, and Legend Grigsby will come in to spell Carmouche, who ran 4 times for 20 yards and 2 touchdowns a week ago. Pretty efficient work. Also had a receiving touchdown. Those 3 touchdowns for the senior, more than he had the first 3 years combined in his career here. But as we mentioned, that ankle injury that he battled with, good to see him getting some early time and success here for the Tigers. Carter Self in motion and opens up some room for Legend Grigsby, and Grigsby breaks some tackles and will get the first down. Near midfield, Legend Grigsby, a converted wide receiver. We see a little bit of it right there.
Yeah, in this replay, you're going to see Grigsby kind of just get out in front of Wyatt Bush. It looked like they were trying to set up a screenplay, but Bush getting hung up at the line, it worked out anyway. Kind of timed up perfectly as that ball wasn't put exactly where it needed to be. Turned Grigsby around, allowed Bush to get in front of him, and then he set his feet and got back up the field quickly to get 10 yards on a play that really looked like he'd only get 2 or 3. And all of a sudden, he has the ball in his hands straight up the middle for another 5. Something that we talked about this week in our meeting with Coach Urban, Brian, was Legend Grigsby in that transition that he made last year in camp from wide receiver to running back, and kind of the style that he brings to the position since he's so young in it.
He just gives a different look, that athleticism, and Coach Urban explaining that the switching of running backs isn't because one is doing better than the other. They truly each bring their own dynamic to the position, and it's why you will see Carmouche and Grigsby and Hutchison, when fully healthy, switching, and Grigsby again, and he's down the line for a big gain. Trinity using Legend Grigsby on this drive, and he puts them in a great position after this reception, coming out of the backfield and burning the Wheaton defense.
Dan, you look how quickly Tucker Horn got to that read, and I'm not sure if it was just that he knew that's where he was going with the ball all along, or that one other read probably over the middle got taken away quickly. but it would make sense with the frequency that Horn goes to that running back out of the outfield. Setting that up as a design play more frequently just works out for the Tigers more often than not.
That play not going to work out as desired for the Tigers. Caleb Kuhn, the senior from Knoxville, Tennessee, gets in the backfield and sacks Tucker Horn. He then comes off the field. And Tucker Horn looking to his sideline to see what the call will be. It is Carmouche joining him in the backfield. Caleb Crawford and Cole Monego up top. Ryan Merrifield one-on-one down below. Now Crawford goes into motion. Horn directing traffic. 2nd and 11. It'll be a handoff to Carmouche, and Carmouche has some room to work with. He gets to the 20 and a nice gain of 7 to make it 3rd and manageable.
Yeah, and really entertaining right there. As Crawford was coming in motion early on in that play, Tucker Horn pointed into the secondary. After we see that one as a run play, you got to imagine Tucker Horn just said, go block him. And it worked out. Tigers pick up nice 6 yards right there, maybe 7 even, and make this a very manageable 3rd down. But again, this is 2-down territory for the Tigers more often than not. In the first drive of the game, they went for the field goal. They missed it wide to the right. So it'll be interesting to see. If they don't get it here, do you go for it on 4th down, or will that even need to happen?
It will not need to happen. Touchdown, Tigers. B.J. Stewart is left wide open in the end zone. And the Tigers strike first here in San Antonio.
Yeah, and the Tigers just overload that left side of the field with trips, and B.J. Stewart is not someone that you can afford to leave unattended right there. I think that's just a lapse in coverage. He turns around fully and kind of just waltzes into the end zone backwards as that ball hit him in the chest.
Blake Lynn on for the extra point. This time it's good. Confetti goes off in front of us here in the press box. And what a way to start this game and end the first quarter.